Okay, hey Strikers, back, and there's a new set now, quest set number 3. You're going to play solo, trials, dimensional travel. So I just did the first two, the Hazard Center and the Gravity Front. Those videos should be on YouTube now. Now it's doing the dimensional travel, so let's see how this one goes. So I found a guide on Reddit someone posted. It says Dimensional Travels has all warps and it costs a lot more stamina, so might have to use an orb to get some stamina to continue these videos. So it costs 13, 13, 13, 51, 65. Okay, so I might not have to orb at all. Let's do it. Starting with the first quest. Oh, connection failed. Let's make sure my internet's working. Internet should be okay. I'm not sure why that failed. I've been getting that a few times now, actually, the connection failed. So let's try again. Since people say it's warps. I brought a team that's all no warp, except for the helper I'm using from friends. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I see the warp guy on the top left. So we have to try to kill that guy. You do not have no warp. But if you have no warp, then it doesn't do anything. I'm going to try to talk less in this video so we can play back on this one at a faster rate. So I'll do 2x playback or 4x playback when I post the video for this one after I stop talking. Oh, fun fact, these scorpions, they're actually under the family Bivalov, I think. So if you bring Kushnada or something that's like King Baby, he can slay the scorpions very well. So you can do a lot more damage with that. The King guy is a 4-star that becomes a 5. So I think I'll use him in the next match. As a player on Reddit pointed out that I'm using monsters that most people may not have as they're starting and doing these matches. So let me try using a monster that some players may have. What I'm currently using is a Gilgamesh, which is used in Kushnada very often, and a what's this guy? Can't remember his name or her name, but she's really good in the Bull King quest. She's the Ascension of Independence, I think. And the other one, the friend monster I'm using is a Wukong. He's a really, really good support character. Oh, the first one I'm using to start, it's Mika. That's the ascended form of Mika. Her quest is pretty simple if you have a Lorelli. But these matches are, well, if you can beat these matches very easily, you might have a chance of beating Mika, because Mika is all warps as well. I haven't seen any scorpions so far in these matches, which makes life a lot easier, because scorpions are very difficult to kill unless you use poison. These aren't like the scorpions I'm talking about, these are just warp summoners. So you can hold and click on a monster to see its strike shot. So this one's not a good strike shot to use right now because he's pinned under the monster. But for independence, I can probably use her strike shot. It's just that big laser. It's not much damage, but it's a good amount. This one's a fun one. It's very flashy, lots of things that show up on the screen. Okay, stage 1 done. Let's get to stage 2. Oh, so these quests are giving more and more EXP as it goes up. The scaling of the EXP jumps by a lot because it started with I think 70 or 80. It was very low, so I didn't even bother using the Genius Berry. But I guess it's better to use the Genius now as it gets slightly more difficult. So I'm going to find someone on my friend list that has a Genius Berry, if that's possible. Nope, no one has a Genius Berry. Sort by ability. Let's do no warp. This guy's no warp. Actually, I'm not going to speed up the video in this series. Maybe another series, because you can go on YouTube near the bottom right of each video. There's a setting, a gear setting, and you can click on that, and from there you can change the speed of the video you're watching. You can speed it up or slow it down, adjust it as to your own preference. But this will give you a realistic time of how long it will take for someone who has been playing Monsterstrike and has the right units to beat the matches. I'm not sure if this is your ultimate goal in Monsterstrike or not, but it's not. It makes the game less fun, almost, if you can just breeze through the matches without much of a challenge. But what I'm trying to accomplish right now is just to breeze through these matches so I can see how long and how many matches they are and what drops they give as well. So this serves my purpose right now. So the last monster I'm using right now from a friend helper, that's Yamato. He's using an impossible drop. The water walking prince, I believe. He has a auto targeting laser. It's a pretty good unit. But as you can see in this match, it's all warps. Without a no warp team, you will literally be screwed. Because the bosses don't have too much HP, but they're still pretty difficult, I guess. I can see someone who's just starting Monsterstrike struggling with these matches and having to use an orb or two to revive their mission. So there's a pinch spot on the left. So the bosses don't actually do too much damage per turn. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting these matches, just take your time and take it slow. Bounce around a few times, try to get pinched, because the boss only does up to 15,000 damage a turn. And if you have somewhere around 70,000 HP, you can last a lot of turns. Oh, this person is a max luck Yamato. Good job, White Panda 17. I've seen you on Strike Shot before. Okay, on to the next one. What should I use? Genius S has shown up. Here we go. So if you see someone with a Genius Berry on your friend list, you should try to add them, because it does help you rank up, and having a higher rank means you have higher stamina. So this match is all water stuff, so I'm kind of a slight pickle because I'm using a lot of fire units. I'm using 2 fire units. But I think I should be okay. So the matches go from, well, you can see on the Excel sheet on the right, it says the first match was Fire, Spectre, second is Light, now we're on third, which is Water. I didn't really follow the guide, I just went with it because I'm using pretty strong units, and I'll be okay using these units. But if you're just starting, definitely try to follow the guide and see what type of units you should bring. If you're fighting water, you should bring grass. If you're fighting wood, you should bring fire, that type of thing. Once again, the bosses right now, they don't, the minions or anything, they don't do a lot of damage, so even So that's what makes it easier for a beginner because, well, you're not taking too much damage. Also, your HP is lower probably, but you won't die very easily or very quickly. When you fight impossibles, the bosses will do up to, I don't know, 50, 60,000 damage per turn. So these, in comparison, are much easier. I believe in this one we get to fight a baby Kushnada, as people are beginning to call it, because people named the last one, the Izanami, to be Baby Izanami because it's a much easier quest. And on top of that, it is the only evolved form, the basic form of Izanami. It gives you a taste of what the impossible quest is like. I'm surprised it did that because it's very good experience to practice with. So if you have other friends that haven't done that quest, because you can only do it once per account, play with them on that quest to get some practice on the impossibles. There have been no true verifications, but I'm pretty sure you can't get impossible Kushnada or Izanami drop from the baby quests, because that would make the game very unfair, as the impossible quests themselves are much harder and challenging.
Impressive.
So I'm not going to use this struck shot yet because it doesn't do enough damage, and it probably won't kill any of them. You're gonna get to see a pretty cool strike shot next turn if I get to go again with Yuri. She has a really cool strike shot. This is a waste of a strike shot, I think. Yeah. It's in a bad spot, so it doesn't do much damage. Okay. I'm gonna use this to get rid of the two Smydras, if possible, so we can do the Yuri strike shot. Okay, it doesn't even kill the Smydras. Alright, this is a Yuri strike shot. Let's see if this gets out. Yep. It takes away half your HP, and then does it as damage, basically. It's very cool if you have high HP. So this one should give me over 1000 EXP, and with our Genius Berry it'll give me 1.55 times, so it makes it 1700. Pretty cool. Making the experience level worth it. And keep in mind, every time you rank up, your stamina gets restored. So that's why you want to have Genius Berries, so you can rank up faster and get free stamina without using warps or without waiting 3 minutes per stamina point. Seeing if anyone else has a Genius Berry here. Sidekick Survivor. Nope, I guess no one has Genius Berry here. There are a bunch of Lucys here. There was one Lil Bay that has, this guy is very good. He has he has no warp and no gravity barrier, and he has these really cool bumps, so you'll see in the video shortly. But this is a wood match. Hey look, we get to fight broccolis and dragons. I should do pretty well on this one. I have 2 fire units, and a dark and a light one. And everything I have on this team is no warp. But you see on the bottom right, Liu Bei, that character on the right, he has a lot of this thing called spread shots. And if you're close to a unit, it'll do a lot of damage if all of the hits hit the monster or enemy. Oh, that was bad. Oh, they don't do much damage though. That didn't work. I thought that would hit Liu Bei first. Okay, so we're gonna just keep going with these theories. That's an interesting green guy. If I remember correctly, those guys on the top right, the one that just died, they're Demon Mancers. So if you bring a Demon Mancer Slayer, you can kill them a lot faster and easier. So the next one is dark, and then it's going to be Baby Kush. I'll use a different team for Baby Kush. I'll use a much weaker one, maybe all 4 stars and 5 stars, no 6 stars, just to make it slightly more challenging and put myself into the same perspective as some beginner players with their beginner units. Maybe I'll lose, maybe I'll win. Because when you have pretty good units, it's a little harder to lose. But I'll bring no 6-star units into the Baby Kush as an experiment. If anything like the actual Krishnada quest, it's going to be pretty long and time consuming, because you get stuck in the revival loop on the regular Krishnada. He flies away with it. These matches are actually pretty long. I'm actually getting enough to do my strike shots on these units.
I shall punish you in the name of the gods.
I've got guns, big ones.
So the next one's going to be Dark, according to the Excel sheet made by Reddit users. Let's hope they're accurate. It's been accurate thus far, so. And also it says the next one will give you 1450 experience per stamina. I like how they actually laid out the experience versus stamina chart, how much experience you get per stamina. It's very helpful, actually. I used to calculate all those myself and had my own Excel chart in the past, but that makes life a lot easier. This one's Dark, so they say. Oh, there's a Genius S-Berry. Cool. I just like taking Genius S-Berries because they're pretty good. I'm not even sure what this unit's called. I just saw the Genius Berry. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't tell me anything. But he does have a big laser. But he is not no warp. So these stages have a good amount of stages, or battles. We're on battle 4 right now. You can see on the bottom left, which means we're on the fourth map with this match. I don't know how it's the most I've seen. Maybe I've seen something that had around 10 or 12 stages, but a lot of those were turtles or EXPs. Oh, I got stunned. So the guys on the top left, they can actually stun you. So just be careful and maybe try to kill them next, or kill them first. So kill the guys that make the stunning things first. There are none on this map, so we're good. Okay, that was a pretty lucky hit.
punish you in the name of the gods!
I've got guns! Big ones!
Impudent wretch!
Not bad. Okay. This boss is almost done, which is good. Then we can try the baby Kush, which I'm looking forward to.
The western light cloaks us in warmth.
I'll only use a 5-star if my friend units have one. So the baby Kush matches warps, gravity barriers, and revivers, which are the same gimmicks as the actual Kush quest. Continues are not allowed in the upcoming. The boss with no warps are key. Okay. We get a ticket after we beat this match. Or a voucher, not a ticket. Izanami is the best monster to use for this quest, but since we're trying with using all weak monsters, let me see if I can find one that's no warp here. He's no warp and a 4-star. I'll use this guy. He's not the best, but he works. Sort by ability. No. Let's go down to no warp. There's a Pierce, no warp. There's a no warp. Okay, he's a no warp, no gravity barrier. That's good. But his attack is very, very low. No warp, no gravity barrier. No warp. She's a no warp and a shield breaker. It's hard choosing a unit. Guess that's the best one here. And let's choose the no gravity barrier guy as well. Can't seem to find a good no gravity barrier fire guy that's low ranking. I guess him. Sure, I'll use him. Okay, so I need to level up these guys. He needs more HP and more speed. So by HP and speed. How much does he need? 12.5 left. Great. Okay, now he's quote unquote hypermaxed. Wait, no, he needs more level. He can level up more. So let's shove a fire guy on him. Great. Okay, this guy needs more stuff too. He needs attack and HP. Attack, HP. Okay. Let's try this match. Let's try Baby Kush with the baby team. Play, trials, dimensional travel, and we'll only use a 5-star from the friend list. Good luck to us. So it would seem like the actual game where Kush revives all the no warp, revives everyone. And there doesn't seem to be too many gravity barriers here so far. And she has a lot of HP. But just like Izanami last time, as long as you kill Kush Nada, you can, the warp guys will go away with her. And since the warp guys don't do any damage, just focus all your attack on Kush Nada.
Serious, Mom?
So this guy on the top right, he's going to be a pain in the butt because he's the one that stuns, so you want to kill him. Which is great. I got lucky and somehow he died. And I'm not playing very well with Siegfried, this one-way laser guy. You want him to normally just be under the boss if you can keep it there, because he only does damage with his one-way laser. That's his main source of damage. But luckily, Kush Nada doesn't seem to have a lot of HP and doesn't do very much damage, except someone stunned me. Was it Kush or was it that stupid thing on the top left? Now I have 2 units stuck in there. Oops, my finger slipped. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Oh, we got lucky with the gold heart.
Serious, Mom?
This Siegfried just keeps going up top. Ah, why? Great. And I go as straight as I can. That may look like a little downwards by accident. No, it's straight enough. Let's hope this is enough speed. Nope, only got one unit. I have to get Siegfried into a good position now, because I gave him the attack up bump, so he'll do a lot more damage. Oh god, he's so useless up top. It's extremely useless up top. Super duper over the top useless. There are too many warps, so I don't think I'll hit all the units. It's not bad, it's a pinch. Yeah, this baby Kush doesn't do very much damage, so if you just bring a whole team of no warp, you'll be fine. There's only one stage with gravity barriers anyways, so... Only thing that do a lot of damage are these two laser guys. Here, this is what leads the enemy teammate against enemy. Wherever you touch with your player will start bouncing around the map. And sadly I only touched one player. Hey, one turn wasted. We are being realistic, right? Oh wow, we might lose. It is right. Oh, look at that, gold heart. I guess the game doesn't want us to lose just yet. Okay, so don't stay too long in this match like I did, if you can help it. Bring 2 6 stars if you can. Otherwise, as you can see, it can be done with just 1 5 star, or 1 6 star. And we still get speed clear. If you can type match this, it'll be a lot easier too. Bring all fire units. If you have a friend that has Izanami, this quest would be much, much easier. So this match gave us 4,000 EXP, as people said on Reddit. So that's a match. Okay, now we have the bonus stage, which I like to play online with people. So Let's do that. Let's invite some people to this. Host co-op, global co-op, trial, dimensional travel. This one. I did global, didn't I? Okay, switch out of this. Host, social media, line, Charles. And my line just crashed. So I'll start this match after a few people join, maybe 2 or 3, or even 1. Genius. Okay, in 20 seconds, if no one joins, I'll start the match. And if this person leaves in 20 seconds, I'll switch my character and get a genius berry. Yay! Rekka joined. Started. So as I said, Strike Shot has a lot of very helpful people. Very friendly. So that's a new monster, not new, but in the series that hasn't been out in the US yet. So I will have that as a new unit. Ready for a new unit? There we go. So this concludes the whole number 3, the third batch. Dimensional Travels series of the new match set. I hope this has been helpful. I'll try to make more for the next few batches. Thanks for watching.